Hi guys, I'm Mark.
I'm Penny.
And we are the Oyster Boys, and today we are going to be talking about the ingredients that come in DK's Strata Delight.
Yes.
From?
The Malt Miller. So it's Dennis King's recipe that won in May 2014 the Galaxy Delight.
Right, okay.
So
updated with the hip new hop. But it's updated with the hip new hop.
Yes.
Strata,
yes. So the new hop on the scene. So
is this the hop that smells a bit like the old...
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. So apparently it's a cross between passionfruit and pot.
Wow.
I wouldn't know what that latter one is. So yeah, and obviously we've got in here, we've got Dingemans Aromatic malt.
Oh, it'll be lovely in
Vienna.
Aromatic, yeah.
Yeah, Vienna, and then the majority is the crisp pale ale.
Nice. Okay.
So,
pretty standard.
Yeah.
Not a really hugely exciting malt bill.
It's all
Single
about
hop,
the hop.
All about this one hop.
So you're only talking about 15 grams bitter in. So although it's a West Coast yeast, I don't think it's going to be as bitter as a West Coast.
Good. That'd be good for you because you don't really like West Coast beers, do you?
It's a bit of dry hopping, so it's all about basically this hop. So essentially, when we review it, the idea is, I think the guys basically brought this out that it's new hop on the scene. It's really emphasised on this, and you can see how to use it basically in your own recipes at home. It's supposed to be really good on its own and being used with a mix with other hops as well. So really excited about this one.
Should we cut back to future Ace and Penny trying this beer?
Yeah. So
catch you in a bit, guys.
And
so we've made it.
Yeah.
So here we are.
That was quick. That was there a mirage that come down and that just suddenly.
There might have been actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So
funny.
I think that we were outside then. We've miraculously appeared inside.
Yeah, it's been a long journey from the Penny's back garden to my kitchen.
Oh yeah.
And we've had Christmas, we've had COVID, we've had everything. It's been a while.
Baby's on the way. Yep.
Yep. So
bear with us. Bear with us.
Bear with us.
Obviously, I know we spoke a lot about it before. It's a single hop, so it's a strata hop. So the stickiest to the ickiest, halfway between pot and passion fruit. So I suppose you should imagine smoking weed at pot and whilst eating a passion fruit.
Or drinking a porn star martini.
I could do. I never had one, so I don't know.
Yes, that is passion fruit, isn't it? I think.
Could be. I don't know.
Maybe, well, let's find out. I'll put it on the screen if it is or it isn't. So this recipe, I think it says on the Malt Miller's website, it was a recipe by Dennis King, and it won or placed second, I can't remember which one, in a competition, but it was
2014.
Yeah, but it's really good for showcasing single hop varieties in a beer, which is what they've done here for Strata. How do you think it looks?
I think it looks great. I mean, for what a West Coast IPA style, you're obviously expecting it cloudy, no oxidation, considering you dry hopped it. I mean, that's a perfect colour. That's really good. I mean, if I saw that, I would be very excited to drink it. 9, God tier. It's got to be, hasn't it? I mean, look at it. It's beautiful coloured.
It is a 9. There was a bet head.
Yeah, we obviously.
I've sat around the chat before we started filming, so that's on us. But yeah, a 9 for me as well.
Yeah.
What you said about the dry hopping and not oxidising it. So what I do is I cheat. Well, I don't cheat, but my method of doing it is I will attach a tube of CO2 to the tap at the bottom of the bucket.
Yep.
And I will squirt CO2 up through the beer, like open the tap.
Right.
So put some CO2. So the CO2 bubbling up through the beer.
Right.
So when I open it,
how do you control that? Just via the keg.
Just with the tap on the keg and obviously the pressure on the CO2. So it's bubbling up through the beer, and then I dump the hops in the top, and then I put the lid back on and I turn it off. So there's always
when you're dry hopping.
Yeah. Well, it's not constantly on for the whole of the fermentation.
I know, but I didn't know if you were forcing the beer through with that as well.
No. So it's just when dry hopping. That's my method of not oxidising it.
Yeah. I could smell it before when you put it right underneath my nose, but I really can smell passion fruit. A can of Rio.
Yeah, it is. It's like it is like a can of Rio. Like you're in a kebab shop at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh god, yeah.
And you've
got the perfect treat you want with pizza, isn't it? A can of Rio.
Or your dirty Donna.
Unless you're having ham and pineapple, if you one of them.
That'd be really tropical. That.
Wow, yeah. I mean, I do have to really get close to it and get a sniff. It's not
get the sniff. I'm not smelling the sticky icky, which a lot of people.
The dankness.
Yeah, it's but it's.
It smells good.
Definitely passion fruit, and it definitely smells great.
Yeah,
it does smell fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8 on the old sniffers.
8.3 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it smells good. It's not blowing me. It's not God tier.
Stop blowing you.
It's not blowing. to the Pulsar Martini later on.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not blowing me away, but it smells. What I can smell is great. So,
should we taste it?
Yes,
please.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
It's got a PSI 15.
15, yeah.
PSI. It's tasty, isn't it?
That is. You know what? The only thing I'm kicking myself about is that we're tasting this on what's today, the 29th of December.
Yep.
I wish I was tasting this on like the 10th of July and it was roasting hot outside because that is, I don't know what temperature my keg fridge is set to, but it's cold. The carbonation's great. It's cold. It's so refreshing.
Yeah.
It's not.
I wouldn't say it was supposed to be 61 IBUs.
Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't feel like 61 IBUs bitter.
It's good for me.
Yeah, because you don't like the super bitter beers.
No.
This is really good.
Yeah.
Because you can taste that passion fruit flavour as well.
Yeah.
Coming from the Strata hop. It's definitely a hop I'll be using again. It's not. I mean, I must have used it before in something. Possibly.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely be using it
again. Really showcasing off this hop, isn't it?
You could probably make a really nice, like, fruity lager using this hop.
I suppose so, yeah, because the bitter, what was it was, 11.5 to 12% alpha acid, which is high. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's why when you told me, I was like, oh, not another one. But
yeah, because looking at the amount of hops that go in, we were wondering how it's 61 IBUs, but because the alpha acid's so high in it. But that tastes, I mean, you can tell. I've already. That tastes great.
Yeah. I mean, how long have we had this in the keg for?
It's been a while. I mean, like we said before, we were meant to do this sooner, but I decided to catch COVID. Luckily, didn't suffer the.
We were at the same event. I managed to avoid it.
Yeah, you didn't spend as much time in the hot tub as I did though. Yeah. God, this is a high score for me.
Well, is it going to get into the god tier?
I think it might. I think it might be a 9.1.
Wow.
Like, I love this. This is really, really good. I'm so glad I've got so much of it.
At your house. Imagine if it was made at my house and I had to keep it.
I'd be moving in, mate. I'd be moving in.
I'd come around. Just I'd give you a backdoor gate key and just see him in the garden, just sip it. Only me.
Right, when you used to get told off for being caught in your
shed.
Caught in the shed.
Yeah, just sipping the thing. Just tasting the beer. What, in a stein glass?
I've
got to pull the beer through. For me, obviously I prefer not as hoppy, and this isn't as hoppy, so I think 8.5. So still a high score.
Yep.
Not god tier for my sort of flavouring. Sort of type of beer, but.
Do you want to know what's really good?
Go on.
The price.
Well, for 100 grams of hops, so it's quite a lot of hops going into it.
£20.
Wow.
For 23 litres.
That's almost, 45p a pint? I've been brushing up on my maths.
Yeah, pretty much. So 20 quid for 23 litres. To be fair, we didn't get a full 23 litres out at the end of it because I suck at dry hopping. So
is that because you were blowing it up with CO2 when you put it in? Nothing to do with that?
No, it's just because I didn't put the hops in a hot bag. It's all out and it ended up. I probably could have got more out if I'd have wanted to then bottle some, but 19 litre keg, I was just like, I'll just get 19 litres and deal with it. But 23 litres for 20 quid is an absolute bargain. I think 45p a pint for this.
It's great. Yeah. Do you know what? It would be it's actually a really good beer if you wanted to sneak a beer in, because when I burp, it's just like I'd burp the can of Rio. So if they go, have you been drinking? No, it's got a can of Rio. It's got a can of Rio. That's mega. For the amount of hops, I mean, there's not many dry hop beers that you get that are that sort of price.
I mean, I haven't been through the whole catalogue.
Have you not? Oh, okay. 9. It's got to be on it. It's a 9.
It's dead on 9 for me as well.
20 quid. That's really good, isn't it?
Sessionability. I reckon I'll probably be higher than yours.
Yeah, of course.
Not that I'm trying to put words in your mouth. But I reckon I could have 8 of those.
Wow.
Because I think it's only about 4.5%.
the more I drink it, the more
I could
my
be wrong
tongue
there.
sort of adapts to the bitterness, and the passion fruit is always like the back flavour. It's what I get left with. I don't get left with bitterness.
No.
I get left with like passion fruit. 5 for me.
This would probably go actually really well with the spicy curry. I reckon.
Yeah, I think it would.
Food pairings, spicy curry, followed by a can of Rio and an espresso, porn star martini.
There we go. That's a hell of a night, that, isn't it?
But I think that's great.
Yeah.
Would definitely recommend.
Yes.
Link
Yes.
to buy it in the description down below. Smash like, hit subscribe.
Yeah.
Any idea what the oyster score is for it?
No, should we do it? Just test how far I can do it, see if I can get it to blow out my mouth.
Oh, go on now. There we go. There's the oyster score for this beer. Hope you've really enjoyed what you've seen. I've already said smash like, hit subscribe, but just do it again. Don't hit subscribe twice though,
Yeah,
because
'cause
you'll unsubscribe. And we
I
don't
have a
want
friend
that.
that keeps doing that.
What a dick. But yeah, that's it for us, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Brilliant.
Oysters out.